Hello, and welcome to Book Explorers, where we explore wonderful books for kindergarten through second grade and third through fifth grade every month. I'm April. I work at the Green Valley Ranch branch of Denver Public Library, and this month we're exploring mysteries. Do you love to read mysteries? I do. I like to try to solve the mystery before the detective does. Sometimes I don't always get the right answer, but it's really fun to try. Sometimes characters in mystery books use secret codes to communicate with each other. Have you ever made up your own secret code? It can be really fun, and Book Explorers has made it easy for you this month. You can download or print our Decoder wheels, or you can pick up a kit at any Denver Public Library location near you. This is what they look like. So you can see I have some numbers on this wheel, and we have the alphabet on this wheel. We even have a blank decoder wheel that you can use to fill out your own secret code if you want it. So instead of numbers, you can draw symbols. You also will get this, which is your key. And by key, I mean this is how you are going to be able to communicate with your friends or family, because unless you give them your key, they're not going to understand anything that you're writing. So right here we have the letters. So under each letter is a box, and that is what you are going to put in either a number, draw a symbol, whatever you decide the letter A or B or C is going to be. And we have some numbers down here, and you can do the same thing. So every time you want to write a 0, you can draw a heart, for example, or you can set it to be a letter like every 0 you write is going to be the letter A. Something like that. You will also get this sheet where you can practice writing your secret code. So up at the top, you're going to see I wrote down be happy. And when I decided to write this code, I just used something very simple. So the letter A was going to be number 1, B was going to be number 2, and so on until you get to Z, which is going to be 26. And be happy ends up being those numbers. So if I wanted to write a secret code to my friend, I would have to let them know on this sheet, give them this that you fill out so that they can read your secret message. Sometimes it could be tricky, so that's why we provided this, so you can practice writing in your secret code. Have you ever tried to put a decoder wheel together? It's pretty simple. So you will need your decoder wheels, and you know that they're 2 different sizes, but if you look closer at the alphabet wheel, you can see that there is a black triangle that is right above the A. So when you cut this out, try not to cut it off. It can be a little bit tricky, so you might need some help from an adult. Or if you do cut it off by mistake, it's totally fine. One way that you could make sure that you know what letter or symbol or number that the A is pointing to, you can just color this in with a crayon or pencil, colored pencil or marker. You will need some scissors. You will need a pen or a pencil. And if you do end up getting a kit from the nearest Denver Public Library location near you, it is also going to have this in it. This is called a brad fastener. So it has like a little button on top, and if you flip it over, you'll see it has 2 prongs. So I've already cut out my wheels, and the way you put this together is that you put the largest one on the bottom, you layer the smallest one on top, you line it up so that you can see it fits right in between so you can still see everything. And that little circle in the middle, you just take your brad fastener and you just poke it right through, just like that. And if you flip it over, then you could bend those two prongs down, if I can. There we go. Try not to press it too tight though, because if you flip this over, you can see the top circle can move like that. Oh, and do you see the black triangle is moving? Yes. So we can say, point that at the number 24. So that means every time that I wanted to write A in my secret code, I would substitute A, or I would write 24 down instead. And if we go back to my key, so that's where this one comes in. So if I wanted to make 24 be a substitution for A, I would write 24 in the box, just like that. And if we get the decoder wheel back, what is letter B? Well, it is sitting right underneath the number 25. So I would write 25 in my box. And then you would just fill out the rest of the boxes with all the different numbers that are going to stand in for your alphabet. So, in our practice sheet, we can try to write a secret code. Do you want to try something now? I think we should. Okay, here we go. What should we write? How about we can say mysteries. So I would write mysteries right on the top. And if I look at my wheel, I have to make sure I'm reading it right. So we said 24 would be for every A. Do we have an A here? Nope. But we do have an M. So let's turn this around. And here we go. So the number that is sitting right above M is 10. So in my box, underneath the M, I would write 10. And Y is going to be 22. Okay, where's my S? I think it is right here. So that is 16. And T is right next to it, so that's 17. Okay, we have to find the E, and that is right here under 2. And R is right there. That's going to be 15. And then we have an I, which is number 6. And E was 2. And S was 16. Okay, so we have our letters and we have our numbers right below them. So if I wanted to send this to a friend, I would write just the numbers down below. So 10-22-16-17-2-15-6-2-16. So my friend would get, let's see, can you see it? There we go. So they would get this string of numbers, which if you look at it and didn't know that it was a secret code, you would think, okay, well, that's just a string of numbers. But your friend would know what it means because they would have gotten your key, this thing, where you wrote down all the numbers. They would also have one of these. And if they knew that M was 10, they would move their wheel around until they could see, oh, here's my alphabet M, and that is supposed to be 10. And because they would know what your code is, they would be able to see what you wrote. Isn't that a lot of fun? It is. I can't wait for you to try it. I hope you enjoy all the mystery books that we've chosen for this month. If you do pick up a kit at your local Denver Public Library branch, you'll also get a notebook where you can try your hand at writing your own mystery story. Until I see you again, happy reading.